1 minute. All right, y'all. We back. We are live. Hope all is well with you. Okay, something's going on. We're going to talk tech news. Bilious is the word of the day. That's right, bilious. Oh, my God. Are y'all ready for it? Here we go. 10 seconds. Let's go. Stash stock, what is it? 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm trying to be fancy now. You know, I'm trying to get comfortable with the slider moving left to the right and do some nice, attractive things on the live tech show. All right. You see the green background, make it look all illustrious, shall we say. I'm trying to use these big words because, you know, we got word of the day coming up real soon. Anyway, my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tallboy, and we're here to simplify tech in a language that you understand. All right. The goal is just to break it down and let you know what's going on in the community because tech is forever evolving and we don't want this tech to go over your head. And sometimes what happens is we get so far behind that we tend to forget. And it's like, I don't know how to do any of this. Prime example, I just tried to do a reel. I got to figure this out in 30 seconds and say everything I need to say in 30. That's just too much going on. All right. So we're going to break this down. All right. So, well, I hear some noise in the background. So I guess that's our word of the day. I guess he's saying hurry up and jump to it. What's up, Mama D? What's up, Revis? What's up, Hit the Spot 1006 and all the other people that are watching? Please hit the like button and do all that good stuff that you know you're supposed to do when you watch the show. OK, please tell a friend and let people know what we got going on because we're here to just break it down. All right, so don't forget to bring your favorite beverage, and let's go ahead and get started with this show, all right? Our stash stock party of the evening, that's right, our stash stock is Irobot. So you literally have 1 hour to get your piece of stock from Stash Stock Party. So go to stash.com/party to claim your piece of stock of Irobot. And as always, if you're not familiar, this is your way to earn a piece of stock. You don't get the whole stock, but you get a piece of incremental stock, and it's absolutely free, okay? So it costs you nothing. And when you're ready to start investing the real way, then all you got to do is use the link in my description of this video, and you get $20 when you spend $20. Hopefully that helps you out, and we go from there, all right? So that is our stash stock product offering of the evening. Irobot, that's the vacuum cleaner that self-vacuums and that kind of stuff where you put the vacuum cleaner and you just hit go and it vacuums your whole house, all right? So if you own one of those, why not own a piece of stock, all right? Then also we got we got our word of the day, and our word of the day this evening is called Bilious. And before we get into all of that, check this out. He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. right, Revis, where you at, man? You back? You okay? You didn't hurt yourself? Because last week we were praying for you. You all right these days?
Oh, I'm all right. How's everything going there?
Man, no
Back.
complaints, man. We got a word of the day, and maybe you might be able to help us out. And you can let us know what's going on, and maybe you can give us a breakdown of what bilious means. So last week you were down and out. You said you had some surgery in the comments. We want to make sure you're okay first. Is everything all right on your side of wherever you are in the United States?
Yeah. You know what? Everything is good with me right now.
Okay.
Uh, I was a little bilious, last week and a little bit, this week, but I'm all right now.
All right, so they've
Little,
already
little,
seen the
little, little
definition,
bilious.
but I'm gonna read it out to them. So bilious is angry or bad tempered, or sickeningly unpleasant to look at. So were you sickeningly unpleasant to look at, or were you angered or bad tempered? Can you break that down for us?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm a truck driver. We don't always get to eat right, and sometimes things go on with us, and we don't always get a chance to go to the doctor. And I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there this week because I feel like we all family, and people need to know. Uh, this week I am sickeningly unpleasant to look at. I am very sickeningly unpleasant to look at. I had to have emergency surgery last week, and they took my big toe. And
Oh,
let me,
hell no.
Hold on, they did what?
yeah, they took my big toe.
Oh, hell
So
no.
you ain't got no big toes. You got 9 toes?
I got 9 toes, and you know what it came from? It came from when I did the word of the day, and James Hicks was on there, and I told you that if you made me mad, where I was gonna stick my foot. Well, they made sure I didn't stick the toe up in there too.
Oh wow! So you just got the whole foot and not the toe.
Got the whole foot and not the toe.
Period.
And so now I'm down for 6 weeks.
Okay, 6 weeks. Okay, so you got 9 toes. You put your foot up James' tail because he coughed in the middle of the show, and now you're down to 9 toes and a foot.
That's right.
So basically,
That's
you're
right.
sickeningly unpleasant to look at. So were you angry or bad tempered? Let me know that.
Well, I was I was bad tempered, but I'm good now. I was really bilious. I mean, I was really bilious. I was angry. Uh, I had I was bad tempered and everything else. And I went into the emergency room last Tuesday, and they didn't even hold it up. They say, "Hey, you was on the Lab Tech show last week." I said, "Yeah, I was." They said, "Yeah, we're gonna take that big toe tomorrow." They didn't hold me up, man. They didn't hold me up at all.
Mm, mm, mm.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Exactly. Sometimes, sometimes you got to stay away. I, I actually pulled up, because I'm one of those ones that if I'm going to have to pull over, if I'm going to have to go to the emergency room or anything like that, I'm going to go where I know someone. I'm going to go where I have family. That way, uh, someone will know about me.
Gotcha. I got you.
And that's what happened. So when I pulled up, I drove myself to the emergency room. Uh, my foot tripled in size in 3 days. It tripled in size.
Okay,
It
so
was very, it was very unpleasant to look at. It was sickeningly unpleasant to look at.
okay, so hit the spot says, "Oh no, not the big toe." Old school Tuesday turn up says 9 toes. Ouch. They also say infections can be dangerous, and those were some good doctors. So you were sickeningly unpleasant to look at, but you were still bilious because you were angry and bad tempered. That's basically what I got out of all of that. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And then what really really topped the cake off? One of my truck driver buddies called me, and he wanted to know how I've been. He because I hadn't talked to him, and then I told him they took my big toe, and he asked me. He said, "Well, did you keep it?" You know, he wants to know if I put it on a chain or something. I put it on a chain or something and wear it around my neck so I can have it as a momentum or so, you know.
That's suspicious.
That's really suspicious, bro. I don't know about all that. All right,
But
man,
it's
we're
good
gonna
that
let you
you
go.
can-
So
it's
you
good that
so
you can
you're
laugh
at
at.
so you're at home, you're resting, and you'll be back on the road in a couple of weeks, but you'll still be able to do the word of the day for us while you down and out. Is that right?
That is right. And then that's another thing. You know, I did listen to the show last week. Mama D was on there, and I've been going all week wondering if she was bilious with me. I didn't want her to be angry with me, so I had to jump back on this week because she don't like being put on the spot.
Right. Well, that's true. You know, I just figured because she was an educator, she would get fustigate right and not frustrate. But it's okay. No big deal.
Exactly.
Gotcha. I understand. So look, y'all, that's the word of the day. William says, did they give you a box to put the spare parts in? That's what they want. That's what the audience or the community wants to know.
No, I think they put it in their own box. They
Lord.
didn't like the box I was trying to. They didn't like the box I was trying to put it in. So James 6, you know, you got safe there, and they put it in their own box.
All right, there it is. The word of the day is bilious. It is angry or bad-tempered or sickeningly unpleasant to look at. Revis, I want you to know this right here.
I'm so glad. Trouble don't last always. Everybody out. Oh, yes, I am. Trouble don't last.
Trouble don't last always. All right. We'll talk to you next
That's
week,
right.
my man. And tonight's word of the day was bilious. And we're going to go ahead and jump back into this show. We'll talk to you next week. All right.
All right, fam.
All right. Sounds good. All right, y'all.
Later.
Bilious is the word of the day. And y'all heard what he said. He lost. He's not 10 toes down. He's 9 toes. Okay. So we're going to keep him in prayer. He said about 6 weeks, he'll be up and ready and he'll be good to go. All right. So we're going to get him right and keep Revis in prayer. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in our first article of the evening. Please don't forget to share the show. Tell a friend. Tell people what we got going on. And like I said, this is a community. The articles are in the description of the body of the video. And also don't forget to bring your adult beverage, whatever that may be. Water for Lisa Maria, the beer of choice for Hit the Spot 1006. William, I see you're a new community member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are you drinking on tonight? I don't know what you got, but I think you're somewhere in Tennessee. So let's go ahead and talk and jump into our first article of the evening. All right. And let me tell you, let me set it up the right way. Holiday season is coming. That's right. Holiday season is coming. And, you know, when you purchase things, you're going to have tracking orders and all that kind of good old stuff, right? And you're going to have to go to UPS, FedEx, or the United States Postal Service, and they're going to give you a tracking code. And it can get frustrating because you got all these different people. Well, what if there's a service that will allow you, that's right, that will allow you to just track in one place? And this service you're already using and is absolutely free. What are your thoughts on that? With that being said, this is what I mean. Gmail will let you track your package delivery all the way to your door. That's right, Gmail. They want to help you out throughout this holiday season and moving forward. What are your thoughts on that? This is what I want to know. Okay. So do you think this is a good situation? With that being said, let's tap in and see what the article has to say. Okay. Google has announced a new tracking tool that should allow users to follow the progress for their Black Friday purchasing guide through Gmail. And also they're saying with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, spurring a rise in purchases, your email account could be getting stuff to the brim with shipping confirmations. All right. So basically, the company's new Gmail shipping tracker will display simple instructions to provide important delivery information directly in your inbox. That's pretty much it. They're basically going to say they're going to break it all the way down and they're going to give you exactly what you need. Okay. So that's what the article is. And it says now you can just follow the package and it's all in your email as opposed to you actually having to go into its respective companies where you're shipping from sites. So let's go ahead and dive into this article a little bit more. All right. The way Google breaks it down, it says orders that have a tracking number will show green text in the inbox list. So you'll get a green text in the inbox list view telling you when the package will arrive. Opening that email will display a summary card at the top telling you if the package label has been created. So now you'll know if once you order, did they create a package label for you? And then it'll also let you know if it's in transit or when it's been delivered. You don't need to copy, paste, tracking information to any other website to show basic order information. You ain't got to do none of it. It does it all for you, okay? Also, let me see what's going on here. There we go. Also, it says Google states that Gmail Package Tracker will launch within the coming weeks to mobile platforms first before going to desktop a few months from now. So basically, you can use this on your phone. All right. So it's not going to be on desktop. It's actually going to be on your phone. So basically, wherever you are, you can actually track packages from the United States Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, based off of what they're saying. Users can opt out of the tracking updates by going into the Gmail settings and disabling them there. So it looks like they're going to automatically make this available to you absolutely free. And then you're just going to have to go into the Gmail settings and disable them if you don't like it. So I guess this is a new service that they're trying to try out and want to see what do you think of it? And what are your thoughts? What do you think of this? Is this a good situation? They want to expand features by adding a delay label to let you know if the package is going to be late. And then there may be some problems with the packages from Amazon. But a Google representative said that Amazon's unique email format will not allow Gmail to show tracking information from those orders. They go on to say that the feature will not work if a tracking number is not included in the merchant's order email. So this is some good information because at the end of the day, as the holidays are approaching, we need to find out this information, right? So we want to know where the package is and will it be, on time? And you can actually check from your email as opposed to literally just going to UPS, FedEx, or the United States Postal Service and saying, is my package ready to go? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Let me see what the comments say over here. How can I get them to stop sending me all this email to my inbox? I can track my own packages, says Lisa Maria. We got to go in and filter out who you don't want to send packages. So we can go into the settings and figure that out. All right. So send me a message and we will break that down if that's something that you don't want. Also, the more I unsubscribe, the more I get. So it seems like you're signing up for something, Lisa Maria. I don't know what that is, but we're going to get back into this article, okay? Because they're saying there's one concern, okay? And we got to figure out what this concern is because they're saying the small concern is the package tracker sounds like a really handy tool to have, but we have some concerns about privacy protection. And according to Google, the tracker works by having Gmail scan tracking numbers in your inbox in order to display the package status. And then they're also saying that the representative that they spoke to from this article, they're saying that it doesn't include any new protections apart from what Gmail already has. So will this really truly be a safe situation? That's the question. Is this truly safe? So you're giving out your email, and if you give out a Gmail email, then they're basically saying that they're going to automatically include this, and it's going to say, we created a tracking label for you. It is now shipped. It is now en route. It has now been delivered. Do you like that service? Do you not? That is the question. If you don't like it, then you can literally go into the settings and then you have to disable. All right. So Gmail seems to be the universal form of email unless you have your own website, or if you've been, grandfathered into like Yahoo or Excite or AOL or something like that. But Gmail has pretty much said when you use any type of phone via Android, you automatically have to have a Gmail account. And Google is a big company, so this is a great way to make that partnership with United States Postal Service, FedEx, and also UPS. And like they said, unfortunately, it's not ready for Amazon because Amazon basically does not give out tracking numbers. So is it safe? Is it not? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and let's discuss real briefly before we jump into the next article. All right, let me know what you think. Is this good? Because the holidays are here. And with the holidays being here, want you to be able to know where your packages are, and you don't have to worry about, I ordered 20 packages, and with those 20 packages, I'm in a situation where which package is which, right? So you kind of know you don't have to take the tracking number. Then you got to create an account with UPS, FedEx, or the United States Postal Service, and then you don't have to go worrying about all of that. It's literally right there, and it's telling you where it's at. Sheila Baker says, perhaps I need to switch over to Gmail. I still have AOL. Yeah, that would be helpful if you like the service. She says, most of my companies send me tracking information. We'll have to talk about that in the settings. So yeah, like I said, this is a great service. I think that as long as you're not ordering a lot and it doesn't get too spammy, I think you'll be okay. All right. I think that's really what it boils down. As long as it doesn't get too spammy, I think that you'll be okay with that particular situation. All right. If not, like I said, you can easily go into the settings. You can easily just say, I don't want this service. And then you can easily say, you know what, this is where I'm going to go. I don't want it. I'm just going to do it the old fashioned way. And then you'll be perfectly fine. All right. That's about as easy breakdown as close as we can make it. You can get your email, get your packages tracked via email because you already have a Gmail account. Just use the account email that's associated with Gmail, and then they'll let you know. All right. There's no need to ramble on. You guys know what it is. If you don't like it, turn it off in the settings, and then you don't have to worry about it ever again. But this is a feature that's rolling out. And so if you see it happening, take a screenshot and share it with me if you don't mind sharing it. And then we can discuss it and say, hey, this is what it actually looks like. So just be prepared in the next week or so. This is something that would be happening. All right. Just giving you a heads up of what's going on. William says USPS, FedEx, and they all have their own tracking, right? So this is why it doesn't work with Amazon, because Amazon doesn't do tracking numbers. But these companies, they do have their own tracking, and once you give your email, they're just basically integrating it right into the system. Plain and simple. You got it, William. Yeah. All right, so check this out. Now, y'all know I am not team iPhone. Y'all know that. But I think that this is pretty cool for all you iPhone users. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think of this situation. Let me know what you think. iPhone users will soon be able to tap to pay using PayPal and Venmo. All right. So right now, currently, I can go into the store and I can go to the gas station. I can go to the store, that grocery store or whoever kiosk that accepts single tap, and I can select my GPay, Google Pay, whatever you want to call it. And I can make whatever purchases that I want to make. And it takes it right from my phone. No responsibilities, nothing added to it. It's absolutely handled. And it takes it right. My phone takes the purchases right then and there. But now they're saying that you can use PayPal and Venmo as another solution. What are your thoughts on this one here? All right. So this is how it reads. Let's see. This is how it reads over here. They're saying your iPhone could be a step closer to replacing your wallet after Apple revealed its tap to pay contactless mobile payment technology made a partnership with the biggest payment firms around. And they're saying the service will soon, not now, be offered as an option on the iOS apps for PayPal and Venmo. All right, so now you can use PayPal, Venmo, meaning merchants who already use these services will have more ways to accept payments without the need for cash. The goal, I guess what they're trying to do is get rid of, they want us to go into a cashless system. That's pretty much what they're doing. And they want you to feel comfortable doing it. Today, I went into the bank and they said, hey, you can literally log into your app and you can tap on the kiosk and we can log you in right here by just tapping on the the machine that you put, the terminal that you put your card in. I said, no, I don't want that. But they're saying you can now do that. Now, I was just doing this at the bank. They're saying that, hey, we're going to not only allow you to do it with Apple Pay, but now you can now do it with PayPal and Venmo. All right. So as the story continues to go on, they say launched in February of this year, Tap to Pay is Apple's biggest, is Apple's big bet on contactless payments, allowing iPhone users to pay or send money using Apple Pay and contactless debit or credit cards with just their phone. No other hardware required. That's it. Just plain and simple. And now this is what they're doing. And then there's also saying PayPal support. It was PayPal rather than Apple that broke the news that said that this is what they're going to do. So I don't know if this is something that Apple did not want to be released, but PayPal was saying, hey, we made this partnership with them and they wanted to leverage, their phone system with you, with Apple and say, hey, we're partnering with Apple. They said leveraging Apple's tap to pay with the iPhone technology will soon be able to accept contactless debit or credit cards and mobile wallets, and including Apple Pay. And then following its initial announcement, Apple launched Tap to Pay on iPhone in June. So this all just happened for you guys this year. With it, Apple hopes to make accepting payments via Apple Pay and other types of contactless payments accessible to more businesses. The feature is available on phones including and newer than the iPhone XS. So if you have a phone that is the iPhone XS or newer, with merchants simply needing to open the app, register the sale, and accept contactless payments using the device. Sounds pretty simple to me. It sounds pretty simple. It's like, what else can you pretty much ask for at the end of the day? Like, what more can you really ask for? They're giving you everything that you pretty much need when it comes to this, all right? They're also saying that PayPal also revealed that it will soon start offering Apple Pay as a payment option in checkout flows on merchant platforms, as well as allowing users in the U.S. to add PayPal and Venmo network branded credit and debit cards to their Apple Wallet, meaning these methods can be used wherever Apple Pay is accepted. All right. Your thoughts. What do you think of this? Apple is saying that this push into the lucrative payment space as it looks to maximize its potential returns. And then alongside its contactless offerings, the company has also recently moved into the buy now, pay later space with the company launch of Apple Pay Later, which will allow you to split the cost of purchases made with their devices into 4 equal payments over 6 weeks without incurring any fees or any interest. Okay. So they got the Apple buy now, pay later. And then now they have the Apple tap to pay with PayPal, Venmo, or Apple Pay. That is a lot. But it's good to know that they're starting to get into the ecosystem of what's going on. Because right now we can already do this on Android. So the fact that Apple is now able to do this is like, hey, you can do the buy now, pay later. Now you're saying they want it to where your credit card or your debit card is already connected to your phone. You can now make that decision to say, do I want to say I have money on my PayPal or Venmo account? I want to use that account. The fact that they're allowing that, which is very rare to be able to tap into Apple's ecosystem, this is big news, at least on the outside. Now, I don't know. I'm not a big Apple person, but like I said, for the ones who are Apple users, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Is this a good situation? Is this a good deal? I see my man Tech Troublemaker here saying plastic cards is what? He said something about plastic cards. Let's see, what does he say? He's saying plastic cards will slowly go away. Uh-oh. He said plastic cards will soon go away. Also, Venmo is now accepted at Amazon. And hit the spot. Welcome to the Apple ecosystem. I feel special to be watching this and gaining this info first. William, thank you. Because like I said, I don't use either service, but PayPal is Venmo. That's probably why they made it so simple. It's all about cashless purchases. Sounds great on paper. Oh, well, at the end of the day, Lisa Maria, I want you to understand the goal is to be cashless within the next 5 to 10 years, if not sooner. Clearly, if you've been to any restaurant, they'll tell you we don't have change anymore. If you don't have change, that basically means you're rounding up to the next dollar. Put 2 and 2 together. So now they want you to log into this service and they want you to make it work, right? So I'm just showing you what's going on. Let me see. I can't get into the tap to pay yet, but you got to try it. Like I said, I don't do it all the time. You just got to try. When you're ready, just say, you know what? I want to just try this purchase. And once you see how easy it is, all you do is just open up your phone. You tap it on the terminal and then it says ding. And next thing you know, they give you a receipt. That's the best way to say it. William says they are all trying to control this space. Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, PayPal. Yeah, you're right. And the question is, Apple Pay and Samsung Pay and Google Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay jumped into this space first. And once they saw what people were doing, it's like, hey, if you want to own a space in this, right? Like Google controls pretty much the ecosystem. They jumped into it first. Everybody goes to Google for everything. We don't go to Apple or we don't go to AOL, but AOL was really technically first, but Google controlled the space. This is no different. They're saying, hey, we want to own a piece of this market too, because we see this buy now, pay later is eventually coming, and Amazon is splitting up payments. eBay is splitting up payments. And then whatever the other respective companies, they are allowing you, Klarna or whoever the other ones, they're allowing you to split up payments. Why not jump into this space? This makes sense. So it's like, and with the ecosystem of Apple, why not, right? Let's see what are the other comments. Stop counting my paper and tracking. Mama D. Ow. Stop counting my paper and tracking where it goes and who I send it to. See, you definitely one of the old heads that said, look, I'm kicking and screaming through this whole process. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Like I said, I know what I got. I know what and it's nobody else's business. I understand that sentiment. Okay. So I completely understand where you're going with it. It's nobody's business where my money goes. All right. What are your thoughts? Put in the comments. Do you like this new deal that PayPal and Venmo is doing for Apple? Giving you options. You can now use another service that's not inside of Apple's normal ecosystem. This is good. This is good news. Apple is actually sharing a space finally and saying, you know what, we're getting with the program. We're giving you another option. As opposed to just, they said, Lisa Maria said that, boo. Yeah, you right. You know what, Lisa Maria?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you, Lisa Maria. All right, y'all. That's what it is. Check this out. Hey, everybody. I don't know why I don't have any sound, but we're going to do it anyway. Follow us at the Lab Tech Show. I don't know why I don't have any audio going on. What in the world is going on? But anyway, follow us on the Lab Tech Show. Follow us on social media. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and let everybody know what's going on. We're going to switch this up a little bit, and I'm going to play my own song. We do another one. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody, follow us on the Lab Tech Show. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. That's right. It is the Lab. This is where we simplify tech in a language that you understand. All right, that's it. We just want you to understand the tech, and we want you to follow us, all right? We're building out the Instagram channel. We're building out the Facebook channel. But YouTube is where you can get all this great content. I'm working on micro content to where we can break this down. So will you tell somebody to follow us? It's the Lab Tech Show. That's it. Pretty simple. That's it. No more. I don't know what happened to our normal theme music, but hey, maybe we just needed to switch it up tonight. All right. We got a few promos that's going on tonight, and I want to tell you what's happening in the world and let you see what's happening. So our guy, our favorite guy, check him out Sunday night. Rich Vibes. If you're on Mixcloud, if you know anything about Mixcloud, check him out every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. When he says, when you can't come to party, the party comes to you. It's Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes, all right? Then we also got, speaking of DJs, 24 hours a week. Did I say 24 hours a week? Time out. 24 hours, 7 days a week. We're banging the hottest mixes. The lines are right there in front of me, and I messed up. I'm sorry. Download the app. You see the QR codes on your respective phones. Open up the camera app, download the app, check them out. It's called 24/7 Mixing on all streaming platforms. And they're the only app in the world completely dedicated to the DJ and the art of DJing. Also, we have the Kessel Chat. I checked them out the other day. They're not that bad. I told you, I didn't do the Star Wars thing. But if you're all things Star Wars, tune in to the Kessel Chat every Thursday night, 9 p.m. on the West Coast, Friday night on the East Coast at midnight, okay? And it's on YouTube. And then we also got Matt Haas. That's right. What's going on with Matt Haas? Every morning at 8:15, he's on YouTube called Awesome Fun Things, all right? So with that being said, check him out. He's always got something interesting going on in his life. And I think you might actually like what he has going on. So tap in. Awesome Fun Things on YouTube. I think you will pretty much enjoy what he has going on. All right. And then lastly, I don't have the flyer for it, but check out Old School Tuesday Turn Up. This is the show where you can check out all the old school R&B legends, and you can see what they have going on in their world. Miss Priscilla Watley, she likes to interview the old school artists, and she likes to get a personal experience with them, and she likes to find out their past, present, and their future. That's it. Old School Tuesday Turn Up. All right. Let me get my favorite beverage, right? Yeah, we need a drink. I'm just sorry. What hit the spot over here hating, talking about don't touch nothing. I hear sound. Okay, I didn't hear sound. Okay, I don't know what's going on. She said she hears sound. This is the part where I try to look at the comments. Listen what she says. Old School Tuesday Turn Up will be what? Back on next Tuesday night. There she go. Freedom on the Beat. Oh, my man. So actually the last show with Old School Tuesday Turn Up on YouTube was Mr. Freedom on the Beat. I think I'm going to ask you to be a guest on my show before the end of the year. We only got about 6 more weeks, and I'm going to be gone out of those 6. But I'm going to ask Freedom on the Beat to come on to the show. I think y'all might like this guy. I don't know what's going on. My sound effects don't want to work. I hit the button, and I know Freedom of the Beat would love that right there. So, Freedom, this one's for you.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get back into the show. Let's get a little bit more serious. All right. Do you like Zoom? That's the question. Do you like Zoom? I'm not a fan of Zoom because I really think that when the pandemic hit, I think that Zoom basically said, this is the universal platform, and we are offering a service to where we can have our work communities all work together. I think that there's some better services that are out there, but when it comes to bringing in large groups of people, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, they're pretty much the top tier when it comes to that. I don't like that little gold box that comes around every time somebody talks or lets you know that they're talking. I don't care for it. But everybody thinks that Zoom is now the universal platform, and Zoom says they want to grow, and they're going to grow. And what I mean by that, they have decided to partner with some major companies, and they're saying, we're going to grow, and we want you to be a part of it from a business perspective. And what I mean by that, they have partnered with AMC Theaters and Tesla. Tesla. Did you hear what I just said? Tesla. And the movie theaters. So how does this all work? That's what I want to know. All right. So with these new partnerships, you can now make calls from your Tesla if you own one, or host meetings in an entire movie theater. So if you say, hey, I want to host a meeting, you can actually do it. This is how it works, all right? Zoom had a conference this week, and it's called Zoomtopia. The company announced a partnership with Tesla, and basically they say Tesla drivers will be able to take advantage of Zoom to make video calls from their electric vehicles, as well as sync Zoom meetings to their in-car calendar for easy access and organization. So you could really be doing Zoom calls in your car. Now, I don't think that they're going to just make it that simple, but I mean, it's going to be a little bit more regulated. But I mean, you can actually do this from your car now, which is pretty dope if you own a Tesla. Now, the question is, would they partner with some of these other car companies to make that happen as well, right? They say that according to Drive Tesla Canada, Tesla drivers will be able to take advantage of Zoom to make a video call from their electric vehicle, as well as sync Zoom meetings into their car calendar for easy access and organization. And then they shared a video somewhere which shows a driver using Zoom while charging their Tesla Model Y. There it is. Writing. It's right there in writing. It's right there in the writing. Okay. You can read it right there. Okay. And then they're saying Zoom confirmed to the publication in an email that the video and audio on Zoom can be used, but only when the car is in park. When the car is being driven, users will only be able to rely on Zoom audio calls. So that means you're not going to miss no more meetings. There's no more excuses if you have a Tesla. And basically, they're saying that you don't need any other distractions, right? So that's why they said it's only when it's parked and it's charging. No, it says only when the car is in park, okay? You cannot do it while it's driving. And no official release date has been set for this collaboration, but they said it will be coming to all new Tesla models soon per Drive Tesla Canada. All right, there it is. It's right there in writing. You can see it. It's right there. All right, now let's see what they're doing over here with AMC. Now, this is a little interesting. Zoom is also making a play to bring the movie theater experience to your laptop. All right, so basically what they're saying is AMC has an abundance of theaters across the United States, And basically they want to occupy and they want to fill those seats. And they have a lot of capacity. And so during the daytime hours on weekdays, when most meetings take place, I want to make sure y'all see this, where most meetings take place, they're saying that Zoom rooms at AMC broadens our scope as we can now participate as well in the multi-billion market for corporate and other meetings. According to AMC Theaters, this collaboration, I'm going to bring this down so you can read it, with Zoom will turn certain theaters into a glorified conference room called Zoom Rooms. Features will allow users and companies to book their 3-hour time slot in a participating theater to host meetings at virtual events across multiple theaters for remote customers or staff. And then they're also saying that it can accommodate 75 to 150 people. And with that reservation, it can include food and beverage offerings. So this is kind of like a large corporation. Check this out. This is like a large corporation saying, you know what, instead of having that boring office meeting, I'm gonna allow you to come into the office. Come into the movie theater. You get theater style seating. We're gonna provide food and drinks, and you're gonna enjoy this. You're gonna enjoy this meeting because you're local, and then we can have these meetings across the United States or across the world. What do you think of this? Tesla, AMC partnering with Zoom so they can still stay relevant moving into 2023. What are your thoughts? Tickets are going up. You're right. But this is for business hours. So this is not just for a movie. Now, you can actually host movies if you're the company. I mean, you got the big bucks. I mean, William works for a company. I think he would have like a Zoom party or something like that. I don't know. William, would you do something like this for your staff or for your company? Lisa Maria says, stop playing. Which part? Tesla or AMC? That's the part that I want to know.
That's suspicious.
Let's see. Okay, hit the spot. Always got something funny to say. Okay, here she says, your facial expressions always tell what you like and what you don't like. See, it's always a hater around here, man. Come on, man. Hit the spot. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Let me see what else is saying. Today you can't Bluetooth or connect your phone to the car if it's moving. I don't get it. William, today you can't Bluetooth connect your phone to the car. Yeah, right. That makes sense, William. If you're moving, they don't want you driving and doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. I'm not sure why your comment isn't coming up right now, William, but it's going to come up here soon. I want people to see it. There it is. Zoom in car will be safer. Okay, I'm doing too much over here now. Zoom in car will be safer. You do now, but balancing your phone and watching it slip down the seat at 60 miles per hour is not great. If it is integrated, it will be better. So that's what he's talking about, Zoom in the car. So I'm not sure if I'm getting all that right. He says AMC has been doing this thing for a long while with theaters across the country doing a corporate kickoff meeting or technology. Okay, well, like I said, we're just now seeing this, William. You're in the corporate space, so you see that they're like, hey, we have 150 employees. Let's let them have the Friday or the Thursday or a Tuesday, and let's give you this style. I mean, I think it's a cool idea, but I don't know. Revis says I might have to just go get that Tesla. But Revis, are you going to do a Zoom call? That's what I want to know. Are you going to do a Zoom call? William says all of this makes sense if you have 1,000 employees who can't travel and they can probably get to a theater. Okay, so now this makes sense for me. You rent out a theater in California, but you're actually in New York, and you can rent, and you have a corporate office in California, and you're in New York, and you say all the employees, y'all get to meet us at the theater. We're going to provide snacks, and you sit in, and you can be comfortable, and we can turn this into a party and do a screening after we have our company announcement. Now this makes sense. See, I was thinking locally, but now the way you're presenting this, because this is all the information that they put on the screen. This is all they reported. They didn't say how it would work or anything like that. They just said this is what's going to happen. So I think that with your explanation of being in a different corporate location, corporate office or headquarters is in one city or state, and then the person that's hosting the room, they could be somewhere else. I think that makes sense. So thank you for, clarifying that, or at least giving us your version of it. Okay. Tech Troublemaker says Zoom is getting into email and doing calendaring too. Yeah. So I heard this. So basically Zoom is saying they want to compete with Gmail and Hotmail. I didn't find that article yet, but we may talk about that next week, May. And then let's see. It's enough to get distracted driving now. Okay, so what we mean by all of this is if you're going to do the Zoom call, the car has to be in park or it's got to be charging at a Target store. So you're not going to be able to drive and be in an actual Zoom call. You can listen, you can be in the Zoom call, but it's only audio rooms. That's what they were saying per this report. So just making a clarification. The car will be in park, so then that way nobody is in a situation, okay? So yeah, that's what I got. Makes sense, William, since most jobs are remote. Yeah. That's what Hit the Spot is saying. And let's see. I want to make sure everybody's comments are getting up on the screen that are appropriate or deemed, relative for the comments or the top topics that we're talking about. Zoom also has a marketplace for add-on apps. Gotcha. That makes sense. I mean, they have gained the trust of the world population because this is how you do most of your remote meetings, right? The goal eventually is to have a live studio audience on the show, and I'm going to use Zoom to be able to make this happen one day. So right now, as we're building up our follower base, the goal is to get more people, and then we're going to say, hey, do you want to be part of the live audience? And then I would use Zoom. Now, like he's saying, I can do an add-on app to go with it. What would that app allow me to do? Would it allow me to send messages to you or send messages? Well, it already does that, but what else could it possibly do as an add-on app? We're not going to discuss too much into that right now, but just think about it. What else could it do? This is what Zoom is doing. They're trying to stay relevant. They're trying to stay ahead of the game. They're trying to think outside of the box. And they're saying, you know what? We want to own this space. Okay. So for the people who do not know, I'm going to have William on the show because he has some great technology that we're going to share. But right now, his service is really more B2B, but it will eventually hit B2C. And I'm going to have him on the show, hopefully before the year is out. Okay. I also saw, I thought I saw a comment from James Hicks. I'm not sure. Maybe I did not see it. I thought I saw, did James Hicks make a comment? Not sure. I don't see it. All right, we're going to go back and continue with the show. Mama D said, since she was a guest on the show last week, Revis, she said she wants you to buy her a Tesla blue, okay? So she wants her Tesla to be blue, and she said, since you 9 toes down, you got her, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't curse at me. Don't get mad at me, okay, Revis? I'm just saying.
Oh, hell no!
All right. Let's see. I think everybody wants a Tesla. That's in the comments. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much what we have here. All right, guys. Let's see what we got here. Real briefly, download the channel. It's TBE Media. I don't know why there's no audio, but we're going to figure this out. So we're going to do it like this. Okay. Download the channel, TBE Media. It's on Roku and it's on Amazon Fire. Looking for content? You cut the cord? Weekly episodes. Come on now. It's Roku and Amazon Fire. Got my own station, man. Come on, TBE Media. Great content, all right? We got Old School Tuesday Turn Up. We got The Lab. We got Then, Now, and Next. And then we had a cooking show. We only got 4 episodes. But we're going to grow in 2023. I promise you it's going to grow in 2023. All right? TBE Media. It's on Roku and Amazon Fire. All right, y'all. We got a few more minutes and our last topic of the evening, and this is going to be real brief. I just want to let you know, for the ones who do have a Roku TV, there's a cool feature that I just found out about, and it just hit my timeline, and I said, you know what? I think we need to share this real quick. So I'm going to briefly get into this and let you see what it is. I'm just trying to go ahead and copy and paste the article inside of the system. As I told you, bear with me because I did not want to bog down the system, and we're trying to expedite or make the show flow go as smoothly as possible. Okay, so he said maybe we can get a Tesla sponsor on the Lab Tech Show. Yeah, I need y'all to like and subscribe and tell more people so we can get Mr. Musk to say, hey, you know what? Let me tap into what he's got going on over here. And then maybe we can have that corporate sponsorship. Let's make it happen. All right, there's a cool Roku feature that should be your new go-to if you use Roku. And what I mean by that is all you got to do is install the app to get the full experience, all right? This is pretty cool. I didn't know that you could do this. And if you are already on Roku, or if this is something that you're interested in, check out this article, all right? So basically, Roku is saying, hey, we got some features that you probably don't know about. And what they're saying is you can save, you may be adding Roku's new save list feature to your streaming toolkit right now, but it's not the only useful function available when it comes to enjoying the content. And what I mean by that is they're saying that you can now, I don't know why that pops up on the screen, but there we go. It says you can now, if you haven't tried it, you should check out private listening. So, which allows you to take audio from your TV and stream directly to your phone. One of the Roku mobile app's best features is great for listening to your TV audio privately through a pair of wired or wireless headphones, and it can also use your phone's Bluetooth capabilities to send the audio to your wireless speakers. So what it's saying is you could privately listen to this. So, you know, these smart TVs that they have out these days, unfortunately, the smart TVs, the sound isn't that great. So you have to go get a sound bar, but you can listen right in your ears or on through some headphones if you just download an app. And let's see what else it's saying here. All right. This might be helpful if you want to connect a higher quality speaker, the sound bar, and you want to just basically make the room go boom, all right, across the room. You can also use it to listen to the narration when you have to quickly step away from a video game or you want to enjoy your favorite movie or television show. You can do it that way. I don't know why you would want to walk away from the actual show and just listen to it, but maybe you have to be in the kitchen and cook and you can't do it. I don't know. I'm just giving you an idea. So what they're saying is you got to connect your phone to your Bluetooth device. You'll first need to pair your Bluetooth speaker of choice with your phone. And you can do this either on iOS or Android. And then also you need to connect your phone app into the Roku device. So using the Roku mobile app on iOS or Android, navigate to the device tab, and then to view the list of nearby Roku devices, tap on your device that you want to connect to it. And then you'll need to make sure your phone and TV are on the same Wi-Fi network. That's very key, all right? So make sure you're on your same network in the home to make this work. And then it says turn on private listening in the Roku app. That's right, turn it on. And you do that, you'll find the private listening button for the Roku app in the app's remote section. All right. And then from there, it should be below the purple arrow keys. And I think that if you look right here underneath the 4 keypad where it says OK in the middle, it should be that third button on the top. OK, so I see return microphone, and then it's got the private listening with the green. It's that right there. OK, and then it says make sure your audio is casting to your Bluetooth device. So if you got a sound bar, if you got a speaker or something like that, if it's already connected to the Bluetooth speaker, you can begin to play to the phone speaker. Or in this case, you'll want to adjust your audio output from your phone settings. On iOS, you can easily turn on the audio settings from the control center. And it should also look fairly similar in the Android devices as well. All right. And then basically turn, once you got your TV and audio going to your desired speaker or headphone set, just turn up the volume to the level of your choice. All right. If you're watching a TV show or movie, you may notice that the audio playing from your connected speaker is a little bit out of sync with this video on your TV. But the Roku app has a built-in feature to adjust this. All right. And now they're saying that this is not consistent, but they said that if you use apps like Peacock, you can keep the audio running when the TV is turned off. Now, I don't know why you would want the audio still running when the TV is turned off, but they said that this is not consistent, but it is a new feature or a cool feature that you can use. So maybe you saying, hey, I don't want the TV on to turn the light off so I can go to sleep to it. Maybe that might be it. I don't know, but I'm just giving you an option to where you can use this and say, I got Roku TV in my home. And because I have Roku TV in my home or in my bedroom, I want to go to sleep and I want to listen into my ears or into my Bluetooth device or my Bluetooth speaker. You can now do that. Okay. That sounds interesting. I have a Roku TV and know nothing about this feature. Tanya. I got you, Tanya. But this is why we're here. It's the Lab Tech Show. We're here to break it down and simplify it for you so you could see it. It's in black and white. I'm sharing it with you. The articles are in the description. And as you can see, you can now use this for whatever pleasure that you may have. Okay. Lisa Maria says, oh, I like that. Where my sound effect, Lisa Maria? Where is that? Oh, no, it didn't work. Okay, where is that? Ow. Okay, there we go. William, come on, William, work with us. He says, or just buy Bluetooth headphones and connect directly to the TV. But what if people don't want to spend money, William? They already have this stuff in the house. Why spend more money? Come on, man. Let's be subjective here. We got to be fair. Like, people are like, hey, remember the audience here, we're trying to show them how we're simplifying this and making it simple for them. Why spend more money if I already got a Bluetooth speaker in my home or I already got headphones and all I got to do is just download the app and I can just make it happen, right? Yes, I have the remote on my phone. Yes. So since you already got the remote on your phone, Lisa Maria, all you got to do is when you're watching your Roku programming, just link up and there you go. All right. Let me see what else. Good idea. What did Reva say? Oh, okay. That's what he said. All right. I need to do some show. Okay. I don't know what's going on. There's some chatter in there about Hit the Spot doing a show. And then also, okay. That's something about their shows. I'm just reading the comments and trying to see how it's relevant. All right. But anyway, back to the article or the story at hand. You can connect your Roku feature. I mean, you can now connect privately through your speakers or through your Bluetooth devices. Okay. As a quick recap, because like I said, I try to keep this show as close to an hour as possible as to be respectful of your time. As a quick recap, Gmail will let you, what do they say? Gmail will let you track your package delivery all the way to your door. So that way throughout this holiday season, through UPS, FedEx, and the United States Postal Service, you can track your deliveries It's not available on Amazon because they don't provide tracking numbers, okay? But they will send you a notification to let you know that they packaged, they've shipped, it's being delivered to your phone, okay? So if you don't like it, you can go into the settings. Also, iPhone users, you can now use tap to pay. Well, not now, but it will be coming soon as a feature where you'll be able to do tap to pay with PayPal and Venmo as an alternative option. And then also Zoom Teams up with AMC and Tesla. And then lastly, you can do private listening with Roku if you download their app. Okay. Real briefly, before we get up out of here, next week I'll have a guest. 2 weeks I'll be off. I'm working on getting hosts for the show. So that's the day before Thanksgiving. And then the Wednesday after Thanksgiving, I plan to have guests for both of those shows. So the lab will still be running smoothly. Mr. Rivas, get your word of the day, get your jokes ready for the guests that we will have. Tech Troublemaker will be one of those guests. So if you like Tech Troublemaker and you like what he brought to the table 2 weeks ago, feel free to tap in and tell people because Tech Troublemaker will be back on one of those shows. We're just still working out dates and seeing who can do what, and we'll go from there. And then going into December, I'm going to see if we can get some guests to come in and talk about what holiday specials that they may have and why you should go out and get. That's something that I'm working on. Nothing has been confirmed, but the goal is to get some of these companies on. And Freedom, I'm going to invite you to the show. All right. So if you would like to come in the month of December, you just got to let me know. And I would love to have you on as a guest. And I love your vibrant personality. And I think the audience will too. All right. So with that being said, it is the Lab Tech Show. We are here to simplify tech in a language that you understand. Thank you for being a part of this community. Please tell somebody. Don't forget to drink up the last bit of that favorite beverage, okay? And because I'm about to tap in. I've been talking a long time. And then also, well, anyway, I forgot. See y'all next Wednesday with the guest, all right? Y'all be good.
You already know.